I was thin, and I had eyebrows. And my husband was so tickled with me that he bought me presents for no reason, no special occasion. I guess you boys know what he was after. He got it. So now, and that was sinful. It was the 80s. So I had a bunch of kids by him and married him, had a bunch of kids, and then now, Lord, we've been married, it'll be 28 years in April. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. I truly believe that he would not pull me out of a burning vehicle. I've had a big week. I've been in Portland, Oregon this week. Yeah, and they're so weird. The little guy that introduced me did not identify as human. And so he had to introduce me as a wife and mother, and that was hard. But anyway, I've been in Portland, and then I was in Tampa last night. I know, and they were darling. And then I go to Orlando tomorrow night, and then I go home. But anyway, I hope that I can remember what I'm saying, because I've been going and working a lot, and I am in full menopause. I do a podcast called Sweaty and Pissed. Thank you. Thank you, Sweaty and Pissed, Menopause and More. So, for instance, Nick, one of the episodes is called Vaginal Dryness. And vaginal dryness and pinto beans. So, my nurse practitioner, I do it with her, and she's brilliant. So she talks about the medical part, and I talk about pinto beans. But anyway, she just did my annual, and I'm 54 years old, and she said, Leanne, you got to take that IUD out. It's time. You're old and crusty, and you don't need it anymore. And it hurt my feelings, because I always thought I'd be able to have children as long as I lived, which was crazy, because I'm 54, I'd leave a baby at Target by accident. But anyway, she put on a big headlamp, went in and got it, and then let me borrow it later for a hike. But let me tell y'all, my husband never had a vasectomy, and he said, I'm not going to get one, Leanne, because what if something happens to you? I know, and I need to marry a young woman, and she wants children. And I said, bless her heart. I'll pray for her. Please don't put a tight budget on her like you have me. Okay. My husband and I are empty nesters. These children walked off and left me with their daddy, and he is so not fun. Because he's got to make a living. He's got to make a living, and all that money going out. Everybody's getting their eyebrows waxed and stuff like that. So, and you know, kids walk out of a room, they don't turn the lights out when they leave, and that makes a man a butthole. But it's just me and him, and we've got 2 beagles that we are in love with, and we just sit and kiss them in the mouth, and because we miss these kids so bad, and we let them sleep in the bed with us, these dogs, and they're nasty. He looks smart. Do you do math? I know it, honey. I get it. I dig it. Okay, so I didn't mean to get off on that tangent. Okay, so we get in the bed. We've got 2 beagles. The oldest one is from Ogden, Utah. My husband got him on a business trip and flew out there on a company plane, and the plane needed to be worked on, and so he went to a parking lot and called me and said, there's a man in a parking lot with a box full of beagles, puppies, and I want one of them. And I said, this isn't a good time for me. And he said, it'll be fine, and hung up the phone. But that beagle has been yummy, and he's now 12 years old. He's a little old man, white in the face. I know he's yummy, and my husband worships him. So we get in the bed, and my husband pulls him up to him and spoons him in the bed. And that old beagle looks at me like, I don't want him. I want you. And I say, hold on. And when my husband drifts off to sleep, then that old beagle scooches over and gets in the crook of my legs. All right, and he's a hot, hairy beagle. I'm in full menopause. So menopause, for y'all that are not haven't gone through it yet, you feel like you're being microwaved from within. And it comes out the top of your head. And it's really bad at night. It's covers off, covers on, covers off, covers on. It makes you bitter. Okay, so anyway, he scooches over and gets in the crook of my leg. So I end up on a king-size bed, about this much room. Then the little beagle, who's a pocket beagle named Gigi, who is yummy, she gets in the bed, turns around several times, backs her little butthole up against my face. And I don't care because I love her. And I just want to sleep, and it's not going to happen. Because when you're in menopause, you don't sleep. And I don't want to get hooked on dope. So I take melatonin, passion flower, GABA, L-theanine, valerian root, and pray to the dear Lord that I can fall asleep. And just when I get in a deep REM, my husband, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't know what happens, but he jostles awake, reaches over, and grabs one of my breasts. And it puts me into a blind rage. You boys need that. And that's the way God made y'all. And when I get to heaven, I'm going to ask him about it. That's how y'all show love. But I say to my husband, I know you want to do it, and I'll do it. I'll do it. But can we do it before 10 o'clock? When I know my name, and I know your name. But I waller in the bed all night. I waller. Do y'all know anybody from Tennessee? Do I need an interpreter? Oh, okay. We say words like waller. We waller dogs and waller babies, and I'm wallering in the bed all night. And then I get up the next morning, and I think, oh, I'm going to clean out a closet. I hadn't slept one bit. This Fitbit says to me, you hadn't slept, girl. Okay, so I go to clean out a closet, and I end up in the driveway, and I don't even know how I got there. Let me tell you boys up here in Naples, y'all, I saw these fancy cars out here. My husband is very, very tight with money. Let me tell y'all that I'm driving a 2009 white Honda Pilot. It's got 235,000 miles on it. Last year, lights started coming on saying, get out, Leanne. My husband drives a Tahoe, and the T and A is gone. He is very tight and has been saving for our retirement since he was 26 years old. I know. I hope I can live to enjoy it. But he doesn't like to spend money. So anyway, I'm looking. I need to get a new car, and I've been looking out here in this parking lot. If God forbid something happened to him, I'd go on Weight Watchers and come down here. know, Lord, me and my best friend, we've talked about it because I'm 54, she's 55, and we've talked about, Lord, what if we had to get a man? What if we had to get out here and date? I mean, it would cost me $1,000 just for the grooming. I've got something wrong with this toe. Toenail. I need to be on Lamisil. It's thick. Oh, if I had to get out here. She loves her husband, but she said, oh, well, if I had to, I guess I could show somebody my left breast. She said, it looks okay. Oh, y'all, all right, let me tell y'all that I've got 3 children I'm in love with, and I wanted more. And I told their daddy I want a 4th baby, and he said, y'all are sucking the financial life out of me. So he bought me a dachshund. We were living down in Texas, and she was a doll baby, and she lived to be a little old woman, and she had thyroid issues, and so did I. And so we had to get on thyroid medication at the same time, and we both gained a lot of weight. And I was walking her in our neighborhood, and a little girl came out and said, can I pet your groundhog? But anyway, all right. The 3 children I did get to have been a blessing, and I'm in love with them. I've got a boy and 2 girls. And my boy has been so much easier to raise. Who do you think's easier to raise, boys or girls? Just yell it out. Boys. Every once in a while, there'll be a frail little woman yell out, girl. But I think she's being threatened. No, I love my girls. And I know that when I'm in the nursing home, they'll be the ones to come and pluck my chin hairs. But my boy has been so easy. And I got to tell y'all, I think firstborn, they are, they want to please you and that kind of thing. But he was born an old man. Have you known anybody that was born an old soul? He was born an 80-year-old man. He has had a garden since he was in 6th grade. He cans his own food. I know. Yummy. I know. Woodworks. Makes his own spoons. I know. He wanted to learn how to play the banjo and the mountain dulcimer and the mandolin when he was in middle school with khaki breeches on. Okay, that angel from heaven. We call him our little Billy Graham. He's been very spiritually mature. I did not do it. My husband didn't do it. We're full of sin. But we've been washed in the blood. But anyway, so my boy has loved gospel bluegrass. His favorite artist is Dr. Ralph Stanley. Little Dr. Ralph Stanley's no longer with us, but he lived to be in his 90s, and he was the godfather of Mountain Soul. And he came to Knoxville to the Bijou Theater, and I took my boy, he was about 15, and little Dr. Ralph, they propped him up on stage. Had a little cowboy hat propped up on his head. I almost threw my panties at him. Because that's what you do at Tom Jones. But anyway, I was sitting there listening to Dr. Ralph sing a song about a robin laid an egg on Daddy's grave. And I thought, how many teenagers are listening to this? What are teenagers listening to? Walk a Flock of Flame? I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I had to yell at my boy, turn that bluegrass down. If I hear I Saw the Light one more time.
I know it looks like it, but I do not come from money. I do come from a long line of meth heads. I'm actually first generation non-meth head. Thank you, I'm proud of that. I've been close a few times. There was a good chunk of my childhood where the state of Oklahoma thought it might be a better idea if I go live with my grandma. You can always spot a granny baby, man. We're built different, you know? And before you guys go throwing my grandma any parades, let me be very clear about something, okay? She did not like the fact that she had to take in me and my sisters, all right? But the way I look at it, that's karma coming back at her for raising crackheads on her first try. No, I loved my parents, man. They just couldn't get their shit together. My dad was a freelance welder, and my mom was a freelance meth head. So I guess you could say they both knew how to handle a torch. We were so poor growing up, we used to have joint birthday parties and our birthdays aren't even close together. Me and my cousin had a joint party every year. We're not even the same zodiac sign. Birthdays are 7 months apart, man. And we couldn't afford Chuck E. Cheese or none of that shit. We just had our party in the McDonald's play area, you know what I'm talking about? And we wouldn't rent it out or nothing. We'd just show up. It was always my 2 sisters, a few cousins, and whoever else just happened to be there that day. Just spent my birthday hanging out in the ball pit, getting to know people, you know? And still to this day, I love getting smothered in balls on my birthday. We were so poor and hungry growing up that every year at Halloween, when we'd go out, we would only say, "Treat!" We weren't gonna risk saying, "Trick, man, put the candy in the bag, bitch." We'd get home and my mom would check our candy for needles. Because she needed extra? I don't know. I don't know what she was doing. And Christmas wasn't any better, you guys. Every year at Christmas, we'd make a gingerbread man house, and we'd eat it so fucking fast because we were terrified it was going to get foreclosed. Well, that, and we wanted to get to it before the roaches did. They were quick, man. Hey, did anybody else grow up with roaches? Hell yeah, be proud of your culture. Hell, we named ours. Christmas was different for me than I think other kids, you know. We never left Santa milk and cookies. We always left him a half-empty bottle of Crown and some Funyuns. Which was more than that son of a bitch deserved, okay? Well, all he ever left in my stocking was empty Little Debbie wrappers and those little scratch-off lotto tickets that were already scratched off. Losing tickets. Took me forever to realize that Santa probably had a gambling addiction. Just like my dad. What are the odds of that, man? I'm pretty sure one year he used my stocking to jack off with and left some dried cum in there. At least that's what it tasted like. No, I love Christmas, man. I've loved Christmas since I was a little girl. We used to go down and press our noses against the glass at Rent-A-Center. Look at all the high-quality electronics that Santa might bring us and let us keep till about mid-January. That seemed to be about the time shit would start to disappear. And my dad would tell us that Krampus came and took everything away because we were being bad kids. And it's like, that wasn't Krampus, that was Repo Man Jeffrey. And we're not bad kids, that's bad credit. I'm not fucking stupid, man. No, I bet Santa's a cool dude, you know? Bet he's good at eating pussy, too. Think about it. I've never met a chunky guy that wasn't great at munching box, baby. Just thinking about his long, curly... White beard hairs just tickling your butthole while he's down there. Hey, I don't know if Santa sucks clit, but I got kicked out of 27 malls trying to find out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Everybody remembers their first job as a kid, man. You know, maybe you sold Girl Scout cookies, maybe you mowed lawns, you babysat, whatever. I was about 12 years old when I got my first job. I was the account manager for my granny's Marlboro Miles. Okay. Real ones? No. Okay. Yeah. So, for everybody that was either too young to remember or maybe you just had a great childhood, let me set it up for you guys, okay? Marlboro used to have this program where if you smoked a shit ton of their cigarettes, they'd send you free shit. That's right, free stuff for doing the thing you loved most, man. The world really was a better place. And they used a point system, okay? It was 5 points per pack of cigarettes. And all you had to do was save up a whole bunch of points, pick what you wanted from the Marlboro catalog, okay? Send in your points, and they would mail you your item in the longest 6 to 8 weeks of your fucking life. Marlboro sunglasses, Marlboro jackets, Marlboro coolers, Marlboro tents, Marlboro dartboards. I mean, they had it all, man, okay? And every item they had the Marlboro logo plastered across it. Because this was really all about marketing, okay? Because before this, the only way to advertise that you smoke Marlboros is if you walked around with an oxygen tank. And every item they had probably cost them $2 to make, you know, if that. And it was made by a 6-year-old Vietnamese kid who was definitely also smoking Marlboro Reds. Man, when they dropped this program, my granny upped it from 2 packs a day to 4. She quit becoming an addict and became an investor. And she had her eyes set on the biggest prize in that catalog, the Marlboro bicycle. Because nothing screams a healthy lifestyle like chain smoking while riding a bike. And y'all, the bicycle was 16,000 points. Now let's do a little math here, okay? That equals 3,200 packs of cigarettes. And let's say in the late 90s, early 2000s, I'm just lowballing here. Let's say a pack of cigarettes was $2. That equals $6,400 in cash. You could buy a Chevy S10 for $6,400 in 1998. That's trailer trash math, okay? And to you or me, that doesn't make sense, but to my granny, that's a free fucking bike. Oh my God, you guys. It was wild. Y'all, our monthly cigarette budget was more than the grocery budget. One month, it was either cigarettes or toilet paper. And guess who had to wipe their ass with coffee filters? Me. She took it serious, man. She did, y'all. One time, my uncle got drunk and tripped over my grandma's little chihuahua. Went airborne, okay? Dropped a whole bowl of Wolf brand chili onto the coffee table. Ruined a fat stack of Marlboro Miles I just counted out. Y'all, my grandma lost her shit. I swear to God, I saw it in slow motion, you guys. She jumped up, she chokeslammed my uncle through the screen door into the backyard. It was wild, man. She went from 0 to full-blown Undertaker in 0.3 seconds.
I can feel that I'm starting to get a little too comfortable with Chad now that we live together. You know, in the beginning, you try so hard, you care what you look like. I'd go get Brazilian waxes all the time. Now I'm just trying to not scare kids at the pool. It's a different level of effort I'm willing to put in. Now I just tell my wax lady the same thing that Chad tells the guy who trims his beard. I'm just like, take a little off the sides, be careful around the lips. Let's not get crazy. I am pretty shocked at the lengths that young girls now are willing to go to attract boys. I don't know if you guys have heard of this trend through TikTok called vabbing. Okay, I just found out about this. Apparently, some teenage girls now, before they leave the house, are sticking their fingers down there and then wiping it on their neck to try to use their pheromones to attract boys. The confidence of Gen Z is so fucking wild and truly disturbed. I mean, cold day in hell that you would catch a millennial or older wiping anything from this area on their neck like goddamn potpourri. That was so not the message taught to us about this area by our elders, right? They were like, hey, lock up your shame. I'm going, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. We didn't even want anybody to know we had a vagina. We were just walking through middle school like, okay, conceal and carry. Okay, nobody see it, nobody smell it. Just spraying 17 pumps of Bath & Body Works cucumber melon. Smell like every Lyft driver's car. Just insanity. Yeah, our sex ed teachers didn't talk to us about this area like it was hot sauce. They were like, hey y'all, it's good on everything. Get it out there. No, they talked to us about it like it was black licorice. They were like, hey, not everybody's gonna like that. Oh, okay. You stay humble. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. And we did. We're a humble generation. Anybody here have a teenage daughter? Well, don't smell their neck. Yeah, that is not lip gloss. Sounds like a town hall meeting in here. You guys are like, hey! This is an outrage! I feel like there might be some interesting phone calls on the drive home tonight. Put your fucking sister on! I do actually want to try and keep the magic alive with Chad for as long as I can. And my ex and I got pretty gross together toward the end. He and I always lived in a place that only had one bathroom, and he would go in there and take 45-minute man shits. And I finally asked him, I was like, hey, why does it take you so long to do that? And he goes, well, my doctor told me that it's bad to push, so I don't push. I just sit and I let it fall out. I was like, what are you, a geisha? What are you trying to take these dainty shits for? You're a man. Just grab onto something, fire it out, get the fuck out of there. We can't wait for the stars to align, Mulan. It's Sunday, we got errands to run. Go, get out. So he went in there one day for one of his sessions. And I knew it was going to be a session because I could hear him lock the door, which he always only did for number 2. And I didn't know why. I think I know now. I think you dudes have this poo phobia that while you're sitting there all vulnerable, you're afraid we're going to like bust the door down and jump on your lap and start tickling you. I'm not Steve-O. Why would I do that? I would never do that. So he's in there, door locked, and on this day, our buttholes had synced. And I was like, oh no. Because I have IBS, so when I gotta go, I gotta go. So I texted him, and I was like, hey, I'm about to shit my pants. Siren emoji. Fire emoji. Making it crystal clear. He doesn't respond. I can hear his phone get my text, and I hear him just swipe out of it and continue to watch Parks and Rec. I'm like, you motherfucker. So now I realize I do not have access to a toilet, and I've got some demons coming down the chute. I am in apocalypse survival mode. So I start frantically looking around our apartment for a substitute toilet. The first thing I see is the kitchen sink. I know. Right away I was like, too high. It's a lot of gymnastics I'm not qualified for. Next thing I see is my ex's favorite hat, which emotionally felt like the right choice, because I was ready to soft serve him some piping hot justice. But I was like, ooh, that's a small surface area. I'm not confident in the aim. You guys know how I feel about urine samples. It's like, if you can't pee in a cup, you can't poop in a hat. That's a Dr. Seuss book we all grew up with. Everybody knows you can't do that. And so I looked, and I had to shit in an empty cardboard Amazon box in my own living room like an old homeless man. That changes you as a person. I was just squatting and crying. Our cats walked up to me and booped noses. I was like, get out of here, go. They just watched me from the corner with giant eyes. They're just looking at me like, oh, you are one of us. Neat. And after I was done, I told my friends what had happened, and they were all like, why don't you just poop in your cat's litter box? And I was like, because I'm not trying to dominate them for the rest of their lives. Do you understand what a deranged power move that would be? To just bring the heat like that? Just dunk on them? That would be like if you shit in your baby's diaper. Your child would be taken from you. There are rules to this life. But I tell you guys this to tell you, I've been trying to hide that version of me far away from Chad. I don't ever want Chad to meet gross Kelsey, right? In warehouses, you know, they have those signs. It's like 32 days since last workplace incident. Well, I have a tiny one in my heart that says 1,842 days since I shit in a box. I'm trying to keep that number very high. But when Chad and I moved in together last year, we celebrated, we went out, we drank a bunch of tequila, and then the next morning, I got Chipotle. Bad choices. And we went back to our new place, and I went into one of the bathrooms to do my business. But it's a new bathroom to me, so I turned on what I thought was the fan. Turns out it was the heater. That's not what you want. That takes a normal number 2 smell and turns it into a Woodstock 99 porta potty. Immediately. And so I'm in there sweating and panicking. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I finish up and I walk out and I close the door behind me, which is the universal sign for give it a sec. No one needs to go in here for the next 2 to 49 hours. Change your plans, change your route. Chad completely ignores this major sign that I'm throwing up at him. He just blows right by me and walks in there to get a Kleenex. My brain in slow-mo was like, don't go in there. And he came out and I was like, I am so sorry. Could you smell things? And he goes, I couldn't smell anything. You're fine. And I was like, oh, thank God. You might want to take a COVID test. Actually, don't waste a test. You have COVID. My asshole was the test, and you failed. And that's when Chad goes, I'm just kidding. I could totally smell that. Do you see the tears streaming down my face? God damn it.
COVID was like a universal trauma that we all shared. What a crazy time. Everybody's life changed. Things changed for people. I became a mom during the pandemic. I had a baby, which is wild. Thank you, most of you. You know, I realize I get a different response depending on, like, lifestyle-wise and generationally, like, who's in the crowd. Like, if it's older people or people with kids, they'll be like, woohoo, you made a person. But, like, young, single people, y'all be like... I see all your trauma come up to the surface. I'm like, I said, I'm a mom, not your mom. I didn't do it. But I get it, because we're having different conversations now, right, about parenting. Right, we're getting into it, man. Parenting conversations are changing, and they should. We have some archaic views on parenting that I really think need changing. Like the belief that it makes or breaks you as a woman to have a baby. No, it doesn't. If you want to have a baby, have a baby. You don't want to have a baby, don't have a baby. It's nobody's business. It's ridiculous to think it's anybody's business but your own. But I will tell you this, anytime I've met a woman that doesn't want kids, that is the first thing she wants me to know about her. The second she finds out I'm a mom, she's like, I don't want kids. Cool, I wasn't offering. I was talking about my favorite subject, which is me, and then you interrupted me with some you, which I did not request for this. But I respect it. I respect it when a woman knows she doesn't want to have kids. I do. I think it's a good thing to know about yourself, and I think a lot of people would have been spared bad relationships with their mothers had they known they didn't know what they were doing or feel like they wanted to do it even in the first place. And I wish more people were that aware, right? Sometimes it's a bummer, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll meet a person who's a really good human being and they don't wanna have kids, and I'm like, damn, I really wish you did, because I wish there were more people like you, you know what I mean? And then sometimes people are like, I don't wanna have kids, and I'm like, that's probably the best for everybody. I don't think you should have houseplants. Like, I don't know if you know how to love, bro. We're having these different conversations that I feel like are so important because we're talking about things that definitely people that grew up in certain generations never heard of, right? Like, we're talking about toxic parenting, right? We never heard that growing up. And let me tell you something, like I said, I'm Puerto Rican. I guarantee you nobody's cornered the market on toxic parenting like Latino parents. Woo! Man. Oh, look at us trauma bonding. It hurts so bueno, doesn't it? I'm telling you, man. We put the tra in trauma. That was us. That was all us. It was just Alma, we spiced it up. That's why we have to talk about stuff like toxic parenting, because a lot of us didn't even realize we had toxic parents until we looked over our childhoods with today's guidelines. I thought I was safe. I was like, nah, I love my parents love me. What's that? Yeah, they hit me. Every day. But only when I was doing kid stuff. Let me see that list real quick. Let me look real quick. Saw all the information they know now about raising kids, and I was like, oh no! I need so much therapy. Like, that's wild. I hope there's a punch card. Trying to explain therapy to Latino parents. Look at that, look at that. Look at that. That hit you right in the trauma, right there. Like, whoop. Man, I was like, I cannot sana away depression. Not how that works. If you don't know what sana is, allow me to explain. For those that don't know, Latinos have this thing that we say when like little kids get hurt. It's a little rhyme, make them feel better, you know what I mean? Sana, colita de rana, si no sanas hoy, sanarás mañana. You're all healed. One time my husband was like, can you translate that? And I was like, nah. Nah, man. Anything you translate from another language into English always loses something. Because the other languages are often so poetic, especially Spanish, such a poetic language. And if you translate it, it just loses all validity. Because translated, it's save, butt of a frog. If you don't heal today, you'll heal tomorrow. It's just passive-aggressive witchcraft. That's all it is. That's all it is. Save, butt of a frog. You have to say it in Spanish or your children will have nightmares. Like, you can't. It's such a crazy time to like be a parent because we're doing things so different, right? Like now you can choose your parenting style like you used to choose a Mortal Kombat fighter. Our parents only had one style. It was survival. That was it. They just had to make it through. But we chose conscious parenting, me and my husband, conscious parenting, which is annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's annoying because it's not permissive. It's literally realizing every way in which you affect a tiny human life. And you have to be so aware of everything, and it's so hard because you want to fight them. You know you shouldn't. You know it's not their fault, but you find yourself getting frustrated at the craziest things. Because I would just be like, why can't you use a spoon? Give my son a spoon, he's like, no, you crackhead. It's just yogurt everywhere now. And the stakes just get higher and higher as you go along, what you have to teach them, what you have to be patient with, because now we're at potty training. Literally, there was one time my son made full-on eye contact with me as he pooped on my living room floor. And as a conscious parent, I was like, way to listen to your body, little man. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? He's a kid, he doesn't know any better. What am I gonna roll up a newspaper, bang him on the head with it, push his face in it? No, bad baby! I would call the cops on myself if I did that. I'm like, you gotta come get me, I finally broke. But here's the amazing thing about conscious parenting that they don't tell you. You learn as you do it. The more you consciously parent your kid, the more it heals all of your crap. Yeah, it really does. Because you end up parenting the way you wish you had been parented. I found this out in the moment with my son because we do affirmations every morning. I know, it's adorable. Don't get it twisted, it's Snoop Dogg affirmations. I want to thank me. No, it's a great affirmation. No, Snoop Dogg has a kid show. If you don't know, it's amazing. Yeah, right? Doggyland. If you don't know about it, watch it. He plays a character named Bow Wizzle. You're welcome. The songs all slap. You're welcome. So we were doing our Snoop Dogg affirmations, and my son has that cute little toddler voice, you know what I mean? Like that, like I was like, say, I am strong. And he's like, I am strong. Like, say, I am brave. He's like, I am brave. And then I felt it, like all the stuff I didn't get. You know what I mean? In that moment, I felt that. And like, before I knew it, I was like, say I am loved. I gotta call your grandma. I didn't even see that coming, man. And it's so crazy now being a boy mom. Because the microscope is on us, man. We are underneath such a microscope, everything we do. And I'm fine with it, because I think if we change the game, we could really change how things work out in the world. I really do. I don't mind it, you know what I mean? And my girlfriends were on it right away. The second they found out that I was having a little boy, they were like, it's all up to you. You gotta fight the patriarchy. And I was like, can I teach him the alphabet first? I can, I just gotta be real intentional with it, you know what I mean? Like, A is for accountability, B is for bodily autonomy, and C is for consent. Repeat it to mommy. You have to be aware of these things, you know what I mean? And I think the thing that's hard now is that there's so many opinions on parenting now, and you don't know where to go, you know what I mean? And as a parent, it can be hard to take the opinion of somebody who like doesn't have kids, for instance. I found myself getting frustrated at people that would give parenting advice that don't have kids. And I felt the way that a lot of parents do. Like, if you're not living this life, how do you know what to tell me to do? Until I realized the reason why I should listen to these people is that they may not have kids, but they are coming from a perspective of a person who experienced a certain type of parenting. And I really had to think, what would my son say about my parenting? And what would I want him to say about my parenting? Not all of it, some people are dumb. Don't listen to everyone. Because I did have a girlfriend that was like, you better raise him right. And I'm like, what did you think the plan was? What did you think? I think I got pregnant and I was like, I will raise him evil. Go forth and destroy my child. Of course, I want to raise a good human being, but I also don't like being told what to do. So the second she said that, there was a part of me that wanted to be like, nope. I was gonna, but then you had said what you said. Now I gotta make sure he has a misogynistic podcast by the age of 7. Just sitting there with some big old headphones like, as a alpha male. And I'm behind him with my problematic boy mom self like, that's right, baby, these hoes ain't loyal. It's just me and you forever. I could never be that mom. Could never be that mom. There was a lot of things that I saw people doing that I knew I wasn't gonna do as a mom. Like the one thing I don't do is boys will be boys. I don't do that with my son. It's too permissive. There's no equivalent for little girls. So I don't allow it. And you know, the parents that I've seen do it, it gets out of hand real quick. You just know it's gonna snowball to bigger things, like boys will be boys. He stabbed the babysitter. He's a boy. He's learning to express himself. And I know you're not supposed to judge other parents, but I do. I do. Only when I see them doing things that are detrimental to their children or to parenting in general. I can't help but pick up on that now. Like there was a woman who put out a video and it went viral. And this was the whole video. She goes, I'm gonna teach my son how to cook so your daughter can't trick him into a relationship with her cooking. First of all, don't nobody want your dusty son. First of all, don't act like a basic skill is something to brag about. And second, how long you been out the dating pool, ma'am? What do you think is gonna happen? You think I'm just gonna leave a trail of empanadas that lead to an altar? You're gonna be like, oh no, I'm married. What kind of idiot did you raise? There were so many things, and when, you know, me and my husband, when we talked about how we were gonna do this, that we decided we were just not gonna do, right? And there were certain things we promised ourselves that we would do. Because there was a lot to consider. Not only do we wanna raise a good human being, but also, my son is multicultural. Like I said, he's mixed. He's half Puerto Rican, half white, hard tea. That Midwest white hits different, you know what I'm saying? Like that's... I know there's white people here, but if my husband walked in, even y'all would be like, that's a white guy. Like, you'd be like, I'm white, but that's unseasoned chicken that just walked through the front door. That is level 10 white. Don't y'all come for my porcelain king. There's a couple guys in the audience that are like, porcelain king. I'm gonna use that later. But I had to think about that, man. Like, my son is mixed. Or as I like to say, his DNA's been colonized. That is my favorite way of saying it. Because people are always like, wait a minute. She snuck in history. I have to think about that, though. Honestly, as the mother of a mixed child, I have to think about the fact that a lot of his childhood is going to be me explaining my half of his makeup and the history of those people. And I know he's gonna have questions, because all kids have questions, and I'm petrified. Because I don't know if you've heard the level of questions these children are asking, but these are Jeopardy level questions. And I am, quite honestly, not prepared. I'm just waiting for the day where he's like, what happened to the indigenous people of the Caribbean, mommy? And then I just look at his dad. This is your time to shine, sir! My poor son is walking around like, I come from the oppressor and the oppressed. I'm the problem and the solution. Oh. I'm like, that's right, baby. Also, don't take no blankets from daddy's side of the family. If you got that last part, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Because the amount of times I'd looked out at an audience of people that's like, what's wrong with their blankets? What's wrong? What's the thread count on the blankets? I'm proud of my son. He's doing great. He speaks English and Spanish. And yeah. Humble brag. And really, look, if you're in the audience and you're Latino, Latina, Latine, Latinx, any of them, and you don't speak Spanish, that is okay. It doesn't make you lesser. It doesn't mean that people should make you feel lesser. I spent a lot of my younger years so judged because I didn't speak Spanish well enough for the people around me that I just stopped altogether and didn't learn till I was older. And here's the thing, I'm also third generation. And if you're third generation, then you know what I'm talking about. By the time I came around, everybody had assimilated already. So English was the norm in our household. When my parents were growing up, it was different. They spoke Spanish only inside the house. But that's because at that time, there was something called a gag law, where Puerto Ricans could not display a Puerto Rican flag or speak or sing any patriotic songs. So it was dangerous to speak Spanish outside of the house. So for me, I didn't speak it in the house. I only spoke English, so I learned it from all of my coworkers when I started working. And all of my coworkers were Mexican. So my Spanish is very confusing. Because I'm a Puerto Rican who speaks Spanish with a Mexican accent, but uses Puerto Rican and Mexican terminology. My Spanish sounds like what a ransom note looks like. Like, people who are fluent in Spanish hear me speak Spanish and they're like, where are you from? I don't know, man, I'm trying to figure it out. My son does, he speaks Spanish, but he's nervous in Spanish, so he like whispers in Spanish. I know, it's adorable and creepy, huh? Kids do not know the rules of whispering, so they just like do it whenever. I'll be like washing the dishes and behind me I hear, siete. Mommy's gonna burn some sage now. Try to get the demon of Columbus out of you.
My mom is a pianist, which was funny for a while. She taught elementary school music for 34 years. And I grew up going to visit her classroom, even into college. And one time I was visiting her class. She had a second grade group in there. And she was teaching them that song, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, shut the, classic. She has all the kids in a circle. Circles are huge in the music industry. And she's having them finish, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She gets to 9, 10, and she points to this little second grade boy. She says, 9, 10, and he goes, big fat asshole. I literally had to steady myself on the door frame. I was laughing so hard. My mom was like, Jonathan, you go sit by the door. I was like, not over here, he's killing. 9'10", big fat asshole. It doesn't even rhyme. This kid's a genius. What was he just saving it up all day for Diane's class? Knowing that the worst that would happen to him was like, Jonathan, you go sit by the door. You're too young to be alone in the hallway, but you're out of the circle. I don't even know how old second grade is. Nobody told me. I'm just like, where did he get that? Was it a dare? I like to think he probably heard it at home or some version of it. But I have a wild imagination, so I like to think it was probably his mom saying it to his dad. You've been gone from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., you big fat asshole. I could use a little help. Especially from 5 to 6 when you're probably out sucking dicks. Try to come home again at 3 or 4. I'm gonna shut the door in your big fat asshole face. Oh, Jonathan, I'm sorry you had to see that. That is his real name. I've left it his real name in case he needs to find me. I want to know the truth. He should be making his way onto the stand-up scene any day now, and I'll ask him myself. She also did the high school chorus, and that was after school, so I would go over there so I wouldn't have to have a babysitter. And she would have the chorus up on the risers, and I would be in the aisles doing cartwheels and back walkovers and splits and stuff, trying to get the high school boys' attention. I had crushes on all of them. They were up here singing their hearts out. It was hot. And I don't know, I was probably in like 3rd or 4th grade. You're a gymnast when you're young because you're unaware of the many ways that your neck can break. And there's a lot of benefits to being a gymnast. You know, you're strong, you're flexible, the leotards and stuff. My mom used to describe my legs as tree trunks, which I tried to explain was damaging. But now I love it. Yeah, you could parkour off these babies. I'm probably gonna end up doing a open leg casket. So, chorus is up here. I'm in the aisles. I have a huge crush on this baritone named Tim. And my mom makes the mistake of letting Tim babysit for me. Very dangerous. For him, my love language is sexual harassment. Most of the time he spent babysitting me was just like stiff-arming the top of my head. Like, while I was like, trying to touch his junk. We were an all-female household. I had curiosities. But Tim was very good to me. He took me to the gas station to get candy. He got me a stuffed elephant one year for my birthday. Point is, good guy. And then that could have been his laugh. Recently, I actually ran into Tim at the grocery store at Dorothy Lane Market. Some fans of the Killer Brownie. So Tim and I were catching up, and he's like, B, oh my gosh, it's been ages. And we were talking and chatting, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for everything that you're up to. And then Tim asked me out on a date. Thank you. And I just looked at him and I said, if you didn't want me then. Bit of a pedophile joke. I think it was fun. You have to be careful with pedophilia because you can catch it just by touching a kid. So we had guinea pigs growing up, and we kept them in our garage, and in the hot Ohio summers, they absolutely died in there. And my sister reminded me, we named one of the pigs Brownie, which in retrospect is extra sad. She was out there straight bacon at 375. And my mom felt awful, okay? So she let us give him a proper burial in the backyard. And me and my sisters took those hard-bodied pigs, not like ripped, but like rigor mortis hard, and we buried him in the easiest place to dig. We put him right in the sandbox. And then a couple of neighborhood dogs came along, snarfed him right up. It was a tragedy all around. And I really feel like it could have been avoided if we just had a dad. I don't know what dads do, but I assume it's regulate the garage temp. They're always in there, tinkering around, planning their escape. No, my dad didn't escape as much as he was asked to leave. Escorted off the premises. Some of you know this about my dad. When I was little, he moved down to Orlando, Florida to become an actor, which is not where you go. He did land a few gigs. He was an extra in the television series of Swamp Thing. He was a truck driver in that, and that's it. And he took things into his own hands, started his own business, and now he's in the sign spinning biz. He calls it live roadside commercials or character directionals. He likes to devise a character and then present it to the cars. He's a leprechaun in front of this Irish pub called the Kerryman, for example, and the rest of his characters are available on his website. So we grew up, around a lot of costumes, like thrifting and going to Ray's Circus of Value and stuff. For example, like he loves a morph suit. You know what those are? It's like what Olympic speed skaters wear, but there's like no hole cut for your face. So you're just like in a single Lycra suit, just one color, head to toe, no skin showing. He wears an orange one in front of the Orange Julius. I don't know how the silhouette of my dad's penis sells smoothies, but that was a bit of a tongue twister and I really got through it. Silhouette of my dad's penis sells smoothies. He heard me say that and he was like, I wear shorts over it. I'm family friendly. Okay. It doesn't rain that often in Orlando, and he called me one time after a shift. He said there was a sudden downpour and I almost waterboarded myself. I was like, I couldn't breathe. It was stuck to my face. My fingers are covered. The zipper's on the back of my head. I nearly died. I was like, I had to get into the car. I was so embarrassed. I was like, it's only embarrassing when it's wet? Or Anyway, he made it out. So my sisters and I, we would have to leave our mom here in Dayton and go visit our dad as kids in Orlando because it was court ordered. And we didn't have a ton to do down there because we didn't go to school, so we couldn't make friends or anything like that. And all the neighbors were old or from Florida. So we did a lot of playing in the costumes, and there were a ton of them. The garage was wall to wall filled with costumes. Sometimes we would find strangers in there because they thought it was a garage sale. So one night, it was actually just me and my oldest sister, Megan. We're playing in the costumes, doing a photo shoot. I put on this muscle tee. You know what I mean? It's like a muscle tee, but then there's huge latex muscles that you put your arms through, and then a brown curly wig. And it just wasn't working for me. I was like, what's my motivation? So Then Megan put on this like gray pinstripe suit, a Dick Tracy hat, and some wingtip shoes. And it was really working for her. She was feeling herself. And so I decided to go with something fresh, unopened. I went and put on this full red lace bodysuit. And then we whipped up the tunes. We were dancing around. Megan's like 6 years older than me. We're dancing. I do a high kick, and Megan goes, "Oh my God, Beth. There's a hole in the crotch of that." I was like, "Cool. So you can pee?" She was like, yeah, take it off right now. So I was just a sixth grader in a sex suit. Then, this is when my dad comes in. I believe we were told to be quiet. And he pokes his head and he's like, "Girls, get out here. You're gonna wanna see this." And we were like, "Do we? Wanna see what's in your backyard at midnight in Orlando, Florida?" What we didn't expect to see were just 18 raccoons eating out of a huge trough of dog food that he provided them. He goes, "I threw in some Hershey Kisses. Even raccoons deserve dessert." I was like, that I agree with, honestly. Everybody deserves dessert. Otherwise, this is disgusting. He said, "Don't worry, B. Every night after they're done eating, I bleach the deck." What? You're telling me you've created for yourself a 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. unpaid raccoon internship? Take back your life, man. As you can imagine, over the years, the numbers skyrocketed exponentially. He was helping rodents flourish in the back. He told me recently they're actually mammals from the weasel family. Well, I thought the highest the number got was 73, but he FaceTimed me a couple weeks ago. I didn't pick up, and if I don't pick up, he'll text right away. He's like, "Beth, this is your dad." So our whole text thread is just like, "Beth, this is your dad. Beth, this is your dad. Beth, this is your dad." Which seems weird, but like, he's right. I never save his number. So it's good. But he told me that the highest it actually got was 91. 91 raccoons. But back when it was still in the 40s, my sister decided to calculate how much he was spending on dog food per year because she was hoping to go to college. And apparently he was spending $4,000 a year on dog food. Didn't calculate the Hershey Kisses. Apparently those are marginal. He goes, "I know it's a problem. But on the off nights that I don't feed them, they take their long, skinny fingers, they pick up rocks from the rock garden, and they roll them up and down against my bedroom window until I come out and feed them." Call an exterminator immediately. But I just didn't think about what that phone call would be like for him. Just like, "Yeah, we got a little bit of a raccoon problem on our hands." "How many?" "Exactly 91. "Do you need their names or?" "No." "Okay." "How did it happen?" "Whew, my goodness. I gotta tell you, direct result of my actions." So it's like far too expensive to exterminate. So, and plus that would be a literal genocide. 91 raccoon carcasses, that's like up to here. So he decides to go with trapping and releasing into the wild. He bought 2 traps, but they were expensive. So he made one of his own, which I imagine was just like a piece of fruit in his mouth and his open arms. Like, he was taking them one by one. He was releasing them into the wild, and he was very proud because it took so long, so he liked to update me. He's like, so far I've caught 39 raccoons, 2 possums, and a black cat. There's still a bunch of them out there. Biggins. So he was taking him in his car. He drives a Geo, which is essentially a roller skate. And he was putting a blanket over the cage. I was like, so they can't find their way back? Or he's like, I didn't want him to get rattled. He's like, but still, they poke their fingers through the blanket and they sound like Halloween. I don't know if I've painted a good picture of my father thus far, but this is the same man who visited me in Chicago once when I was living there, and he described riding the L train like Jurassic Park. So I have no clue what he's talking about when he says they sound like Halloween. Whether it's like, wee, 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 like one of those ghosts you walk by at CVS, it's like, he's like, did I tell you that one of them got out in the car? I was like, no, but it sounds like you do. Want to tell me? He's like, thankfully I was just outside the driveway, so I opened the back hatch, it hissed at me, and I drove off. I was like, been there. He was taking that, when he said releasing them into the wild, I thought he was just like taking them to his neighbor's trash cans, like one for you, one for you, one for you. But on that FaceTime, I did call him back, and he told me some news developed. He said, under the cover of night, I've been taking them over to the Carryman because there's a freshwater source. Now, if you recall, the Carryman is where my dad is a leprechaun in front of, so he just increased his job description to like, get in here for the lunch deals and don't look at all these raccoons I dropped off. So he goes, I finally got down to the lead raccoon. And I walked him over there. I put his cage down in the grass, and I just was standing there in my swim trunks. I was like, were you baptizing them before they left? He's like, and Snorky walked right out of his cage. They don't always do. And he walked over to me, and with his bare hand, I'm like, what else would it be? Are you putting them in little outfits? Like, I'm gonna need the gloves back, my guy. And the top hat as well. Yeah. Thank you so much. Keep the cane. You're gonna need it. He goes, Snorky walked over to me, and with his bare hand, he went like this on my crock. As if to say thank you. I was like, yeah, or as if to be like, here's rabies, bitch. Thanks for ruining me and my closest 90 relatives' lives. You know what doesn't grow out here? Dog food and Hershey kisses. We're effed. Take me back.